Good evening, YouTube. Well, I'm going to do something a little different tonight. I want to talk about the Queen Supreme Court, mainly because Miss Tasha K has made an appearance on there. This was anticipated all day. I don't know how many days they didn't advertise. It was just kind of a surprise she was going to be on there. But this morning, the streets were alive with news of this situation with I think what's this girl named Mona Simone. Anyway, she was talking about Tasha K and saying that Tasha K, this was in the streets, was actually a lesbian woman and her husband was a homosexual man. This was the gossip all day, a hot story, right? So me, and I'm sure several others, tuned in to see if she was going to talk about these accusations because Tasha K is in the business of talking about people's personal business. So I wondered, and I'm sure I'm speaking for more than myself, wonder if she would address her own home situation. The accusation was the man slept on the couch most of the time. He wasn't really into her like that. And she had desires outside of the marriage as well. So, how they handled that, no, she didn't answer the question. But right in the beginning, T.S. Madison announced that if they took calls, they would not discuss anything that was not on the docket. I have a feeling that Tasha K had her foot in that because she knew what the questions would address. So for this whole show, the situation about her sexuality, her husband's sexuality, and their marriage was averted or avoided. They're in the middle now. I guess in a few minutes they're going to have the after show, but I have a strong suspicion that the announcement that we will only discuss things on the docket is going to be made again. Okay, the titty bounce was interesting. I don't know if Miss Tasha should be up there bouncing her belly and her body like that. And she's pregnant. She was obviously pregnant. She's showing, as they say. It seemed a little weird for her to be doing this wild dance. Although they looked okay, she's able to bounce. I question if that's the safest thing for the baby, though. Okay? Now, nobody's side. I'm not showing no favorites. I'm just going to tell you how I saw it. All right. First thing they talked about. Oh, one other thing. Now, T.S. Madison is a woman of means, correct? Why is she on stage drinking this damn Mad Dog 2020? Isn't Mad Dog 2020 the drink that we drinking in high school because it only costs like $2 a bottle? I don't think it costs much more than that now because she said it came from the dollar store. Why is T.S. Madison drinking this garbage when she is the queen? You are the queen. Something about that Mad Dog. At least she didn't get drunk, go crazy, and start punching people. All right. First they talk about Wendy Williams. Of course, they give the long name for Wendy Williams, calling her all these male names. And they are questioning, Tasha K is questioning directly if Wendy Williams is in fact a cis-born woman. She seems to doubt that her son is even her son. So we can see that this is no holds barred here. And people are willing to say absolutely anything. Now, people have always said that about Wendy Williams. They feel like the bottom part of her body doesn't match the top. But as far as we know, that is her actual natural son, which will prove her natural womanhood. They question that. They question, let me see. Yeah, Wendy Williams. People seem to think that Wendy Williams' time on air might be coming to an end. That's not only these people, but many people are questioning that. They are concerned about her health. And should she be going through this turmoil with this husband who is not faithful while she is having all these physical problems? All right. So that was Wendy. I don't know if her marriage is in trouble or not, but it seems to be that this girl, her husband has gotten this woman who he's had for a long time, side woman, pregnant. Allegedly. Allegedly is used a lot in this particular show. So some things Tasha K seems to want to push limits that Madison doesn't usually go into, right? Okay, next thing they talked about, and I think this is dangerous. Didn't Tasha K see the way, the classic way that Birdman went after Charlemagne, the person? Charlemagne, I just call him Charlemagne. I don't call people God. When Birdman showed up at their studio and went ham on Charlemagne behind using his name in an improper way, well, Tasha K doesn't seem to mind that. She went all in on Birdman and Toni Braxton. People always thought that was a bit of a odd couple, and they had broken up. But she went a step further than that and actually accused this man of having a love relationship with Lil Wayne. Now, is danger the right word? I'm going to say dangerous. You accusing this man of being homosexual as well. As Lil Wayne's so high, he won't even give a damn. But you are accusing this man, Birdman, who's already made it clear that he is not down with his internet shit. And you use that name, you have to use it with respect. Put some respect on it, he said. So I don't know if I would be making those kind of accusations against that particular man. They're talking about this mystery with Toni Braxton. I guess I don't know if his numbers are right. I can imagine a ring costs $5 million. But they said, maybe they're exaggerating the price. Her engagement ring, she's claimed to have lost it when they broke up. She lost it in the airport somewhere. She had a $5 million ring. So whatever the actual price of the ring is, these girls and others are doubting that she actually lost a ring. Why would you put a $5 million ring in your suitcase and then lose the suitcase at the airport? Isn't a ring to be worn on your finger? I would think that a woman would keep her engagement ring pretty close to her. Anyway, that is the accusation. Then we saw the McDonald's fight. We've all saw that. I've even talked about it myself. All right. Then they showed another clip of Todd Bridges, guy who played Willis. Was he Willis? Oh, I don't remember those boys' names, but Todd Bridges. He is in some kind of altercation at a counter somewhere, and he is knocked out. Now, I don't know how I missed that story, but apparently it happened this week. They tend to do stories that are pretty current. It looked like he got knocked out, and then he stood up and got knocked out again. So apparently Todd Bridges is bald, and this was exposed when the hat went flying off the head. Then the subject of R. Kelly took over the whole show. So the rest of the show is basically about R. Kelly, right? These girls, they seem to victim shame quite a bit in this thing. Now, everybody's got their opinion. Everybody is entitled to their opinion and so forth. But I don't think everybody in the show was guilty. I think R. Kelly is the one that's guilty. Now, we can evaluate other people's roles in this situation, but R. Kelly is the one who is the child molester. It is R. Kelly. So I don't know why they're picking apart everybody else in the cast. Perhaps the parents, we weren't there. We don't know what the situation was. We know there's a big star, and people don't pretend that you're not starstruck as well. I mean, if some huge star and you were a big teenage girl and you're a big fan, then yes, you're susceptible to the persuasion of this dude. And that perhaps the parents are believing it as well, because this man is a producer. These girls seem to all want to be in the music. That was the hook. The hook wasn't to go and hang out with a star and be a groupie, and although there are groupies in the world, the hook was they wanted to be in show business. And that's the way he played them, and that's the way he caught them. And I'm sure that many of the parents, even though they heard the rumors, although if I heard those kind of rumors, ain't no way in hell I'd let my child go nowhere with no R. Kelly. But these girls were crafty, and they found ways to get over there and see him. I think a lot of little girls would fall for that. They want to be a star. He's a star maker. I'm sure that's the way he saw it. So, yeah, maybe a lot of people were guilty, but all we know for sure is that R. Kelly is a child molester, and R. Kelly seduced these people. I think the blame should be primarily on him. Let's not get distracted. Okay, next thing, now Tasha K is not drinking. She's drinking water because she's pregnant, right? She's known for drinking, but she's she acts a little like she's drunk even when she's just talking. So she's just drinking water. But the next thing she accuses someone of, she says that Beyonce is a witch. Honey, Beyonce has got some hardcore fans. Now, I don't know how they can accept that. This woman coming on here and accusing Beyonce of being a witch. First, she accuses her husband, Jay-Z, of seeing witches. And he feels like a lot of his success is these spells by these witches. Her belief. I haven't heard of no one else. But she, when she went to say, that Beyonce was a witch, I think that was kind of going a little much. Then she said this guy, Ruben Crispy, is R. Kelly's boyfriend. Now, here's the thing that gets me about all these accusations about people's sexuality. The story for today on the YouTube, among YouTubers, was the black YouTubers, people who do this thing with the celebrity gossip and so forth. The story was that she is hiding her own sexuality and that her husband is in fact homosexual and she is lesbian. We don't touch that, but we still go and accuse other people of all of these homosexual relationships. Now, is that right? I remember Tasha K before when she said, "Oh, how dare they make me content? How dare they make me content?" Yes. If you're going to be accusing other people of these kind of things, honey, then you have to confront your own sins or your own deceptions, right? Again, T.S. Madison tells us that when she takes calls, they will accept no questions outside of what's on the docket. My belief is this is something that Tasha K has arranged. Just my idea, allegedly. Okay. Next thing, Tasha K, she accuses Charlemagne, the person, I don't call people gods, Charlemagne, of being a child molester. Now, he has come out a few months ago and told the story of how he slipped, I don't know, a girl, I think the story was a girl, a Mickey or something like that, and the girl ended up being in a bad situation. She was raped. He was there, and he told the story, and now she has brought this story to front, and she is accusing him of being another R. Kelly, based on that story. Right? I think he was a college student. He did something like that. He had confessed to it. I don't get the impression that he's anything like an R. Kelly. I'll leave it at that. All right. Then Tasha goes after the woman, Andrea Kelly, the wife. Now, as I told you, this guys went with everybody on the show instead of sticking to the actual predator. So they start picking her apart, saying that she shouldn't get money, she shouldn't be interviewing, she shouldn't do this, she shouldn't do that. Why not? She got kids to support. If this is her life story, she is the one who has prompted a lot of this coming out, a lot of the story becoming public. Listen, she was in show business when she met this Negro, right? He's used up a big part of her life. I don't think there's anything wrong with her coming forth and telling the stories. You can't get every detail of every story even in 6 episodes, which I think with commercials, you could probably condense that thing. And I noticed a lot of the people in that documentary were wearing the same clothes all the way through. It was probably done in a short period of time. Right? Yeah, so you can't cover everything in that. She told her story. I don't think you should be going after the victims. Everybody, pretty much every person, even underage girls, were attacked in this particular episode. I'm not saying it's not food for fodder. I mean, that's what we're all talking about. Everybody's talking about this series. So they're not far off, and maybe there is guilt to be shared. But let's not get away from the fact that this man is the predator, and all of this whole thing was because R. Kelly had to have these young girls, and not in a normal way have them. He had to have them in very kinky adult ways. He is the guilty party. So I don't know if you guys saw this girl, Mona Simone. I wasn't familiar with her, so I didn't watch her whole video. But I saw the part where she was saying that this marriage that Tasha's in is a sham. They're both gay. And in fact, this girl had hit on this girl, Mona Simone. I'm sure more will come out, particularly after this episode, but they did not touch that. And they were instructed that no questions will be asked. Okay, then she went into, Tasha K again, went into this thing about R. Kelly. Now, I'm not saying the Tasha K was way out of sync here or anything, but I'm just saying she had a lot to say. She went after K. Michelle, saying that K. Michelle was with R. Kelly. She accuses K. Michelle of being with these girls that he was with. I don't know where she gets her facts. I don't know if anything's been confirmed. But like I said, that alleged sign is being used a lot. Now here's the part where it really got gross. They were speaking about what sentence should R. Kelly get, right? T.S. Madison says, it's a comedy show, so T.S. Madison says, electric chair. Tasha K goes behind. She says she has a sentence for R. Kelly. She goes behind a chair. She flips the chair around, puts it in front of the camera. And from what we see, she squats on stage and pisses in a glass. And then brought the container of piss, which was like a wine goblet or something, brought the glass and sit it in front of the stage. And it looked like piss to me. I don't know. Other people said maybe it wasn't piss. Maybe they're just faking. I don't know. The girl's pregnant. She's drinking a lot of water. It seems like this woman went behind this chair, pissed in the glass, and offered it to R. Kelly as part of his punishment. I've never seen it done. I have never seen nobody pull their panties down on stage and piss in a glass. All right. That was kind of the climax because it kind of left me, like this for quite a few seconds. All right. So the next thing happens, and maybe it is her gun. I don't know. Tasha K pulls this damn gun out on stage. I mean, this gun was like, what was that guy used to be? Charles Bronson used to have the great big old guns. She had one of the great big old guns. Now, I know Madison is a gun collector. She used to show her artillery, but she don't show it anymore. This girl, I'm assuming that it was Maddie's gun used as a prop, pulls out this huge-ass gun. I guess, what was the story behind it? I don't remember. I don't know. People don't usually pull out guns on shows. Then she has this African-American gentleman, intimidated looking, come around and hold the gun. So I guess she was telling people that this is my protection, my protector. So allegedly or not, I am covered. Don't come for me. All these people now are all in the Atlanta area. So I don't think she should have went after Birdman like that. Not accusing him of being a homosexual, having boyfriends. I don't agree with that. I don't know about the situation with K. Michelle, but this girl was coming. She's dropped some lugs. So I'm sure there's going to be some conversation this week on the Queen Supreme Court. Now I'll go and get a little taste of this after show and see if the subject of what was in the news today comes up about Tasha K and her husband. We shall see. Good night, everybody. Let me sing a song. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh, sing a song. Seems we just got started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Good night, everybody. All right, how do I get it off? God damn it. Oh my God. Oh no.